Today, from CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the New York Giants. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They've gone a full half season since their last loss, winners of 8 in a row.
And you don't get on win streaks like this without your defense playing a big role. They've created quite an identity, and I know they want and expect this streak to get to 9.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. They'll be led out by a 6-time Pro Bowler now in his 9th NFL season. It's Russell Wilson.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They run it with Carson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Credit Julian Love with a pass breakup.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. On first down, Carson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. They'll try the left side. It's Carson. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That good for 19 and a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stat, and he's across the chalk, into the end zone, touchdown Seahawks. Chris Carson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. It'll be Carson. They run for it. And he is going to lose yardage here. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Jones now throwing on first down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And I think the ball's out.
Complete to Evan Ingram. A fumble on the play.
Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football.
And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, it's third down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. That's caught by Hollister. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
Here's second and 1 now from the 7. From the gun, Wilson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Conversion is no good.
So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up first and 10 at their own 43. Operating from the gun, Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a second down. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first down, Jones. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. From the gun, Jones. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Problems on third down so far in the... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it, and it's complete. They're going to get the first, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown, and the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out comes Chris Carson in the Seattle offense. 35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. From the shotgun, Wilson dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A good pickup there, 22.
4 yards. And that's good for another Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that now makes this a 15-7 game. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Big mistake here by the kicker, kicking it out of bounds.
The one that drives coaches crazy. Keep it in the field of play and let your guys cover.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. A final shot before break. Jones. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So we have... All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
15. Giants 7.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
49-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
57
This is Carson. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
3-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Wilson's pass.
A lot of times, it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
On the keeper. He was brought down by Darnay Holmes. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
At the 22-yard
We
line.
often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
He's going to take him. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Possession.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jacob Hollister with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
And the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it all culminates with a Seattle score.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Now Jones on first down. And he will find his man on the outside.
Jones pass. Complete.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
And 5 at their 49-yard line.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 4. And it's third down.
Jones from the gun on third down. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to look deep for more. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Sliding out of the pocket. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Out to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off around the 41. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Jones pass.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it third down. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Hauschka adds the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. Rolling to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Wilson to throw. Being chased out left. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Thrown away and incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Wilson wants to throw it. They'll roll him out right. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now Wilson back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Seahawks, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's a tough one to swing.